Warning, copyright breach in progress.
We had embryos prepared through IVF, but we never got to using them.
He's taken to bombarding you with propaganda instead?
Exactly. You wouldn't be dressed up in Skanto blue overalls if you could.
Is there any way to change the settings?
Good luck, Mandela. Commander, prepare to weigh anchor.
Why would you say that?
But as he was put in charge by the city council, I had to accept it or leave.
Perhaps it isn't a matter of his need as the Desire's need.
In that case, we needed more than one in order to make a second attempt.
You know who it is, Dr. Regis.
Wow, what a view.
This time around, I wasn't as deeply involved in the production process as James, of course, or Ben, or Nathan, so I won't be talking as much.
Some of everything. Factory, guns, biochem, industry farming.
Mostly because I'm not being bothered by inane questions from plebes.
I'm afraid that's classified. What's a tape? Armed guard and a UADS auto turret.
Something like that. Kids who'd been altered, weaponized youth.
What, aside from you can't win against this guy?
So, you're old-fashioned.
I've been blackmailed with the lives of my kids.
Well, actually, I know somewhere that they've got a connection.
Huh, you're pretty sharp.
How did you get on board with Nina?
Atta girl. I've sent you the link to the drone. She'll be in your hub.
What can you tell me about this incident?
This number has been disconnected.
There's only one other way out of here. To the roof.
I'd better not touch it with my bare hands.
In many cases, it's the most noticeable part of its intelligence.
We must start you outwards, and first give you an anchor in the material.
A glass of your finest estrogen, sir.
Says the girl with a tech fetish and a gigantic rifle.
That and she's not the one who tried to murder me. What can I do?
Regis, I've got the suspects holed up.
I guess that means I'm safe, but still, poor kid.
Maybe. I'm Max Lau, cell case specialist.
They forced me, Max. There was no way I could say no.
The best way of covering all those would be apprehending these people.
Less so when that asshole's on a winning streak, that's for sure.
So I hear you're a celebrity? Hi, I'm Charlie Regis. I'm a cell agent. I have difficulty with change, and I'm apparently a father.
Let's salvage what we can from here, then.
Maybe he just spends most of his spare time practicing.
It's ladies' night.
Not everyone here is a local.
Is there any way to fix it? You disobeyed her?
It wasn't the mindjacker, was it?
Jahilia's hackers have managed to block any further connections to this server.
When she proposed this project to the leadership of the firm...
Central wants a word.
So I think giving the guy some hang time, as I eventually ended up doing, and some time to bleed out, gives the players some time to process what's actually happening.
You're really, really annoying, you know that? Don't you remember? You're on the train.
There are more ways to do his work than destruction.
Oh yes, he just gave it to himself.
Not in this case.
Contact manager.
It looks a lot more impressive if you're wired, though.
A large, sturdy wrench that was apparently carried by the engineer under the elevator. That looks like the one?
Oh, only a couple of years. We have over 11,000 subjects.
But all that remains is an absence.
Let me guess. You want me to be a relay for you?
Surely you're already aware of this, Dr. Lau.
Come now, Doctor. What would Viksha think?
None at all.
Adieu me, monsieur.
It's about time you phoned. So do you want these bootleg Blackwell games or not?
You heard about Baxter, didn't you? The girl that he's raised to carry on his work with Central has betrayed his ideals. Maybe later?
No, I did not.
Excellent. I'm sending you an address.
So we're looking for someone with a really specialized wetware setup in their heads.
Not even a clue?
We grow potentially hazardous organisms beyond those doors.
Well, there's not much we can do until we know what it is.
I'm aware that I was murdered, but I have a surprisingly vivid memory of it.
We don't really know how things were here.
Certainly, Miss Vargas. Beginning scan.
Cracked the bug they put in my system and rode the signals back to theirs. I'm Dr. Lau. I'm the one who gave you the synthetic beatdown.
That is our problem. The Council will not be able to provide them quickly enough.
Rep for the Southwest Ward and co-chair of the Cosmopolitan Party.
I'll try to keep you updated.
Oh my, Dr. Regis, how forward!
Rather a bit of history between us over these little things.
Hi? I'm looking for the internet.
Look, can you move the table, please?
Anyone comes through that door, Chantel, you make them regret that decision.
Blonde, about 1.6 meters.
A metal tray. Finally.
Because the Mindjacker killings are such an important part of the story, but we never actually see one.
What does Vanderwall have to do with this?
Should give us the advantage.
These involve the removal of data from the minds of victims.
Guess that proves they weren't from around here.
Old-fashioned hollow hardware for everyone who comes in here not wired.
Whoa, careful! You could have someone's eye out with that!
Those remaining in the server must be persuaded to leave.
And see who can get the higher body count?